Hi there, Robin here, and today we're going to be talking about a combo amp subwoofer package from Lanzar. It's called the AQTB8 8-inch subwoofer. It's a super slim sub, and they advertise it as a 1,000-watt amplifier. The amazing thing is, right on the box when you get it, the last two lines on it say that it's an 85-watt amplifier with a 200-watt subwoofer. So 1,000 watts peak. Don't get me wrong, I really like this thing. It's pretty awesome for what you get, and it's right for a certain type of person who's looking for an amplifier with a subwoofer built into it. A lot of people don't even realize this exists until they see it. So if you've got tons of room on your boat or vehicle and you've got room for a sub or two 10s or something like that and an amplifier, then you definitely want to buy your things separate. This was originally built for people with pickup trucks that had just basically a bench seat in the front and nothing in the back. No room, no space, no nothing. And you wanted a subwoofer. So they came out with this product here. It's evolved, and now it's become a product that people use in all kinds of places. Anywhere where you lack the room or you don't want to put a box in there to put subs, but you do want to improve your sound quality, you would look at something like this. So yes, you can get that amplifier in because of the side panel or anything around you, but you really don't, either because of work or, just because of lack of space, you don't want to have a big box with a subwoofer in it. Now remember, this is an 8-inch subwoofer, so you're going to get good bass response, but not tons of volume out of it because it's only one and it is a super slim. So the things that it falls short on, it certainly makes up for the fact that it takes up no real estate at all wherever you're going to put it. And like I was saying, the people who do like using this and people who talk really give it great praises are using it in compact spaces. Now the people who aren't happy with it, and I'll tell you how it works out, is people who overestimate the word marine or waterproof. This has got no more than an IP rating of IP33, which basically means humidity and damp space. I would not have this anywhere where it would get rained on or splashed on or anything like that. That would be bad for this. You definitely don't want to put it in a quad or something like that where it's going to get splashed with mud, where it can really soak up the water. So definitely stay away from anywhere where you're going to get direct, water on the unit. So think about where you want to put it. If it's in the cabin of the boat, that's a great place for it. Out on the deck of the boat, I probably wouldn't do that. So again, for, work vans, for pickup trucks, anywhere where, you're limited for space, or the space is more important for everything else but an actual subwoofer, this would be a great way to go. So let's cover some of the features on the actual unit. It's pretty straightforward. I mean, when features, it's all in one. That's the big feature. The gains of having all of that is it's going to take up no room. What does it physically have on the actual unit? We'll start with the other side and take a look-see. Even though they legitimately come up front and do tell you that it's got an amplifier that's 85 watts, I did have to put it on my big power supply, and I'll show you what that looks like now. So now I have two bench testing power supply. One of them's a PS35KX. That's a big one. That's the one we run for things like this amplifier. And then for all the head units, we can run that on the small one called the PS9KX. Now, the 36 it peaks out at 36 amps, which is pretty impressive, and it goes all the way up to, I think, like 15 volts. I used that one for this because I realized pretty fast that it was going to take a lot of amperage. This unit here actually drew 10 amps to run the unit. So that's pretty impressive for amount of power, which is fine in a vehicle. Don't get me wrong. It's not going to starve your vehicle and not charge your battery, that sort of thing. Definitely 10 amps is pretty impressive. It's 120 watt consumption. So on the unit, it's very easy to set up. You've got inputs for RCAs. You got high level inputs in case all you have access to are the speakers in the back. Two fuses built into them. They're blue, so that's 15 amps each. And then you've got your positive, your remote, and your ground. Screw down terminals. Do definitely use 4 to 8 gauge wiring on this. The remote wire is the blue wire on your head unit. And that's it. There's no more to hook up because everything's built into it. There's no speaker outputs. There's none of that. So we'll turn the amp around and take a look-see at the actual controls. So here's the opposite side. On this side here, we've got two lights on the far end. We got a power light and we got a protect light. Let's try and avoid the protect light because if the protect light goes on, it means the amplifier has locked up internally. Don't ground it, don't overgain it, which is what we're going to talk about in a second. But that's really all you need to do. And because everything's incorporated, unless it actually gets soaking wet inside or it's built up so much moisture and humidity that it shorts internally, this light shouldn't go off. Now we've got a switch, which is a phase switch, which gives me either a directional 0 degree, so it's pushing out bass directly. You can shift the phase so it's more full on 180 degrees. Then you've got your input gain control, your bass boost, and your low filter from 50 hertz to 150 hertz. So this is really how much bass do you want this guy to handle versus your speakers on the vehicle. Bass boost basically gives it an extra little kick. It's like a loudness button for the low end. Gain is how you're going to adjust this amplifier against all the other speakers that are probably hooked up to your head unit. The last one's a plug for this guy right here, which is a level control, because amazingly enough, some people do say, oh, there's too much bass, turn it down. And that's what you do here. This allows you to have a cable that is about 20 feet long. Make sure this works before you install this. You want to make sure this has enough length to it. And then once you install this, you have now something up at the dash to control how much bass you are actually going to add to your system simply by turning this knob. So that's pretty impressive, instead of having to go back and do adjustments or find some other magical way to make it happen. And that's pretty much it. I mean, it's not a complicated piece of hardware, so there's not a lot of features to talk about. It's basically plug it in, turn it on, and it works. Again, it's more about where you're going to use it, less about how you're going to use it. And there we go. That's been the Lanzar AQTB8. That's their 8-inch self-powered subwoofer. I hope this video helped you in your buying decision today. Maybe we'll see you in the next video. I'd like to say thanks for watching, and bye for now.